men's singles. Chou Tien Chen of Chinese Taipei, the 5th seed, takes on Singapore's 2nd seed, Loh Kean Yew. Well, both looking for some redemption in some ways. We'll talk about that in a short while. It could have been an all-Chinese Taipei affair. Chou Tien Chen did his part, beating Ma Liu, but Su Yang found it difficult against Loh Kean Yew, who was just too good on the day. Two very popular players. Chou Tien Chen comes out first. This is the only final without any Thai representation in it. And I think he has just edged it in the popularity stakes here. Look at you. And coming back to the scene where he made history in 2019, just over 5 years ago, January of 2019, when he beat Lin Dan, regarded as the all-time greatest ever player. More on that in just a short while. It's the 7th time they are meeting. 3-3 it stands, the head-to-head. And the last time was at the World Tour Finals, which Loh won. Yeah, their meetings stretch back to 2019, the World Championships. Chou Tien Chen won the first one in 3. Then they met at the Asia Championships in 2020. Loh won that one in straight games. Then he won the Hilo Open 2021, where he actually went on to win it. In the opening round, he beat Chou Tien Chen. Chou got revenge at the Indonesia Masters at the end of 2021 in straights. And then the Indonesia Masters again, the second one, the semi-finals, number 2. So Chou Tien Chen is 34 now, 180 centimeters tall. He is currently 14th. That's his lowest ranking in a decade. He is, of course, has been as high as world number 2. And that was first achieved in August of 2019. This has been his form so far in this tournament. He's dropped games against fellow Chinese Taipei players, Wang Po Wei and Lin Chuyi, who was actually the defending champion, but he's beaten him. Very straightforward match against Ma Liu yesterday of the Netherlands. Loh Kean Yew is 26, 175 centimeters tall, born in Malaysia, Penang, moved to Singapore as a young boy. Is currently 12th in the world, and and has finished as high as 3rd. Been as high as 3rd. That was 8th of November 2022 when he achieved that. Most famous, as I mentioned, for being a world champion at the end of 2021. He has not dropped a game so far. He's found it very, very easy, in fact. He's also the Asian champion runner-up, reigning at the moment, lost to Anthony Ginting in last year's final. Darani Masompong of Thailand is our umpire.
Ready to play.
And Ramida Ashawaspasop is our service judge. Now for Loh, he's won just 2 titles outside of the World Championship. The Thailand Masters, this very tournament as I mentioned, where he beat Lin Dan in the final, and then the Hilo Open in 2021. He's finished runner-up in 5 different tournaments, most recently the Korea Open last year, where he lost to Anders Antonsen. Chou Tien Chen, of course, he's been a World Championship bronze medalist a couple of years ago. Also a silver medalist at the Asian Games in 2018. and a third-place finisher at the Asian Championships in 2019. He's got 8 titles on the World Tour to his name. He won the Hilo Open last year. He was also runner-up at the Swiss Open. He won a lot of titles at the Grand Prix level before it became the World Tour. That was 7 titles there. One at the Super Series level as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Chou Tien Chen, Chinese Taipei. And on my left, Loh Kean Yew, Singapore. Loh Kean Yew to serve, level, played.
This one could be another tight affair, but certainly the younger Loh will be sprightly, perhaps look to move his opponent around. He's got amazing court coverage and powers of recovery as well. Well, Chou Tien Chen has had 5 consecutive early round exits. It's not been a fantastic time for him. If you look at his record out in the opening round of the Malaysia Open this year, same with the India Open, second round of the Indonesia Masters. Before that, opening round of the Side Modi International and of the China Masters. So you have to go back to the Kumamoto Masters Japan, where he was out in the semis to Xu Chi. So as we said, 5 straight early exits. For Loh Kean Yew, well, it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him as well. Opening round of the Malaysia Open, he lost to Victor Axelsen, world #1. That's tough, of course. Then he lost to Ginting, world #4 at the Indonesia Masters. That was a superb match to watch. It really was. Such speed and intensity in that one. Chou has a 2-point lead early on. Overall finals for Chou Tien Chen. He's played in 36 finals, Chou Tien Chen, not including today. He's won 16 and lost 20. That's superb. In fact, he's had not a great record in the last few years.
5-4.
He's lost 8 of his last 10 finals, not including today, of course. So that's not a great record. Loh's drawn level.
Service over. 5-4.
As for Loh Kean Yew, not been anywhere near as many. He's also a fair bit younger. Just 8 finals, 3 wins and 5 defeats.
Service over. 6-5.
Booming smash there. Yeah, very quick to that one, Chou Tien Chen. Keeps himself supremely fit, Chou.
Thank you.
You can hear shouts of "Let's go Singapore" around the crowd. Did see some Singapore fans earlier on. Certainly heard them as well. Haven't seen any or heard any from Chinese Taipei. So just going back to that bit of history, 2019, this man here, Loh Kean Yew, world 125. This is where he made his name. So this tournament will always have special significance for him, I'm sure. He was, he got a bit of a nickname.
9-6.
As the Chinese Slayer. Beat 5 Chinese players on the way to getting the title, including fantastic from Loh. Yeah, including the legendary Lin Dan, of course, as I mentioned earlier, known as the GOAT of badminton, the greatest of all time. He wasn't at the height of his powers by then. It was just over a year before he retired. He was something like 35 at that point, but still, it was a special moment. He was still world number 13. Good defending here from Loh. Just out. There's a little bit of drift coming in from Loh's side. That would mean, for those not so familiar with the sport, that effectively there's a little kind of breeze from behind Loh Kean Yew. So that would just carry the shuttle a little bit more, which means you have to be a bit more careful with your shots. Longest rally of 43. If you're Chou Tien Chen, you can put all your force into these shots and not worry about it carrying too long, generally. It's a broad principle of it. That's inside the line. That's excellent play from Chou, who started this match very well indeed and has a 4-point lead at the interval here against Loh Kean Yew. It's 11-7. Play. Yeah, right into that corner, precision from the Singaporean.
8-11.
Yeah, just to continue that story, he played Lin Dan in the final and won in straight games. Trailing 14-19 in the first game, and then reeled off 7 points in a row to win that. On that 21-19, 21-18 in a match that lasted just 46 minutes. Now, you might say, well, Lin Dan, not quite at his best. He still went on to win. Went on to at least 2 or 3 more finals after that, and won a title or 2 as well. So he still had plenty in the tank. And oh, that's gone out. It's disappointing from Chou Tien Chen. He's got to finish that off.
10-12.
Well, he had low there, didn't take advantage. That's out as well. There's 2 poor shots from Chou.
12.
And there's only a point in it now. No coach Kelvin here, interesting enough, for Loh Kean Yew. And this time, he wins the point, Chou. Good reactions though from Loh Kean Yew. Yeah, I was going to go back to that that win against Lin Dan in 2019, because Lin Dan has only ever lost to 4 players ranked above 100. 2 of those were very early on in Lin's career when he himself was ranked in the 100, so that they don't count. The third match was against Peter Gator, who was the world #1 but had been out of injury and was on his return after almost a year away from the game. So, and he was 125 in the world, 132 in the world, excuse me, at the time when he beat Lin Dan. So that really wasn't a headline grabber. So really, this was the biggest defeat he'd ever suffered as a player of repute, Lin Dan. In many ways, and that really did start the sort of trajectory for Loh Kean Yew. Adjustment there for the Singaporean. Comes off the net. Oh, doesn't get over. Well, the same thing that happened to Chou Tien Chen earlier. There's Victoria Cao, his physiotherapist, famously does not opt for a coach, Chou Tien Chen. It's been a few years now since he's had Victoria Cao in his corner. She's physiotherapist come cheerleader. There you go. But it's worked for him, you can argue. Not everyone can handle that. We've seen Li Zijia have his struggles without a coach. He thought he could handle it. Lead by 3 here, Chou. He's got the drip behind him, as we mentioned earlier. That might just take it a little too far. And it's the biggest lead so far that Chou has enjoyed. He's looking good here, Chou Tien Chen. Now, what's been interesting to see is that in the previous 2 matches, it appeared that that far side was the preferred side, where Loh Kean Yew is. Just from the scores and what we saw, whoever was on that side was winning their games. Yesterday, I felt that Loh Kean Yew actually preferred this closer end, going into the drift. Which may well be the case when we see in the next game. It's a big lead now, 6 points. Couple of good points here for Loh.
14-18.
This has been a good spell for Loh. What defending there! Fantastic reactions. Well, now this is starting to get edgy for Chou Tien Chen. Loh has just reeled off 4 points in a row. This time he can't quite get there, and that's probably relief as well for Chou.
Thank you.
Disappointment there for Loh. He kind of looks around everywhere. That's 4 game points now for Chou Tien Chen. That's a disappointing shot, isn't it? Kind of looked up, kind of looked at his racket. So Chou wins that first game. He had a big lead. A little bit of a flourish at the end from Loh Kean Yew, but not enough. 21-16 to Chou Tien Chen.
seconds. 20 seconds. Second game, level, play.
So a pretty comfortable first game win for Chou Tien Chen against Loh Kean Yew. As we said, this might actually suit Loh now being on this end. Let's see. That's a really well-placed shot to the back of the court from Chou. So Chou really led from when he was 6-5 up, never looked back in that previous game. That just makes it over. Just kisses the net as it comes down. It's quite the response, isn't it? Quite the return. It's definitely a brighter start for Loh Kean Yew here. You feel it as well. For what we're seeing, good start here. He's seeing the effects of the drift himself now, Chou. One final hurrah for Chou Tien Chen at the Olympics. This is also probably Loh Kean Yew's best opportunity for a medal. That's what he said he's aiming for. He needs to get back to his best, though. And that has been some time. That is a challenge from Loh Kean Yew. Here we go. It is in.
One challenge remaining. Service over 2-4.
So in terms of qualification, Loh Kean Yew is currently 13th.
Play.
Chou Tien Chen is 14th. I think both of them getting this far in the tournament.
Service over 5-2.
Also helpful. Great returns here from Loh, and some retrievals as well from Chou. It's a good lead of 4.
6-2. Thank you. Attention. 7-2.
And the lead now up to 5. Excellent work from Loh Kean Yew. Well, stark contrast, isn't it, to what we've seen?
Thank you.
Oh, wonderful response there from Chou Tien Chen.
3-8. Thank you.
Well, nice little bit of a comeback here of sorts for Chou. Again, I'm not sure what happened there with Loh Kean Yew. Yeah, he's a bit annoyed with himself, understandably so. Delicately done there by the Singaporean.
9-4.
Great reactions. Six points in front.
10-4. Thank you. Fair back on court. Thank you. Attention.
Good rally, that one as well. Neither one of these players has ever played someone from either Chinese Taipei or Singapore before in a final. Quick to that one, Loh Kean Yew, and it's a bigger lead than what Chou Tien Chen had over Loh Kean Yew in the previous game. A massive 7 points. It was 11-10 in the last game, just for comparison's sake.
Play.
Well, he looks a player transformed in this second game, doesn't he? Some great shots being played. He's quick to everything. Now, of course, what happens in the third if it goes there? It's a huge 8-point lead now. Difficult for Chou Tien Chen. He's getting dragged wide here, stretched. Run of 5 points comes to an end. And Chou really needs to go on a similar kind of run himself now. Yeah, just the 1 point. It's a whopping 10 now. Very, very good. For Loh Kean Yew. Now, can he finish this off, bring it to a third? And then, of course, you can see how both of them adapt at this less preferred end, as it were. Which is the one at the far end. Yeah, they both have struggled, haven't they, on that far end? But you'd have to say Chou more so than Loh. It's going by the score lines. Of course, Chou's also probably being a little bit strategic here. He's down by 10. He's trying to garner as much information as he can. In this more difficult end, he'll need to play on there later on. He's also got to think about conserving some energy. Easy points being garnered here by Loh. 3 in a row now. He's been on an upward trajectory this whole game. Very, very good from him. That's good. Right in the corner. Now, either he is tired, carrying something, or conserving energy, because he's not really seemingly pushing himself as much as perhaps you might expect at this point. It will be part of the larger plan. Loh almost coming across to check on his opponent here. That was in the face. Oh, near the eye as well, but it's he's okay. 14 game points for Loh Kean Yew, which he wraps up immediately. And a very good performance from Loh. Complete turnaround here in this match. 20. In the build-up to this match, Chou Tien Chen had said, obviously everyone wants to win, but I want to stay focused on the match. I'm not thinking about winning the title. And he credited his opponent, Chou, as an all-rounder player. And he's preparing himself for a very tough match. He is the highest-ranked player left in this tournament. After the home favourite top seed, Kunlavut Vititsan, withdrew from the competition. Saw him outside signing autographs earlier. Had a big queue of people. Of course, the reigning world champion from Thailand. Well, we saw how both these players certainly enjoyed being on this closer end. So if we are following that theory, then Chou Tien Chen's objective is to build as big a lead as possible by the interval, i.e. whoever gets to 11 first. Because then Loh, of course, gets to be on this end. They switch ends in the third game, halfway through. So Loh's aim, of course, is to be as close as possible. Mind you, in the last two matches, we've seen that trend has kind of been bucked a little bit. where the players at the far end in the third game have actually started adapting to it better. Well, the Singapore national singles assistant coach Loh Kean Yew said that Loh Kean Yew's concentration levels have remained high here at the Thailand Masters. This is his third tournament this year. They were very happy with him in the semi-finals, where he managed to control the drift, as I mentioned. And he managed to outpace his opponent through his speed and power. He was expected to win that, to be fair. Much higher ranked player than Su Young. And he also managed to restrict his opponent through good front court execution. And he's also in a decent position here. But you just don't know. Chou Tien Chen, of course, a very experienced player. And his coaching staff are asking Loh Kean Yew to focus on the process and be patient. What's worth remembering, actually, is that there you go. There's the fan from China. There's a Chinese representation in the next match in the women's doubles. Now, the last time these two played, as I mentioned, was the World Tour Finals in December 2022. It was in this very venue, in the Nimibut Stadium. Sure, that is in the back of both of their minds somewhere. He won 21-15, 21-17 that day, Loh Kean Yew. Oh, great smash there from Chou. Placed it brilliantly. And a little look, picked a spot superbly. Lovely work from Loh. He too picked a spot excellently. Yeah, that was steep, wasn't it? That's important.
Thank you.
Just beyond the reach of Chou. Some slightly longer rallies here. We get towards the business end of this match. Just in. No challenge.
5, 6.
driftiness playing a part there, and we are all square.
Great shot to the back of the court.
7-6.
From the net play here. You're just stepping in. Pushing it right to the back.
Thank you.
So Chou has been trailing for most of this game. So far now in front. 3 in a row from him. He'll be looking at about a 4, 5, or even 6-point lead if he can before we switch ends, just given how good Loh was on this near end. Which means he's really got to reel off a whole bunch of points now. Chou Tien Chen, let's see what happens here. They can't seem to do it because Loh has leveled it.
Service over. 7-all.
Loh, just a little question to the umpire as to where Chou Tien Chen hit that. Let's see if we get that angle from the net.
Thank you.
Here we go. Hard to see. But the umpire felt it was fine. There you go, Loh. Just having a quick question. Now,
Service over.
at 8-all, this is really where Chou Tien Chen needs to go on and take this 11-8. Again, you look back at the previous 2 matches where hasn't necessarily followed the pattern that we thought it would. Oh, that's disappointing for Loh.
Service over. 9-8.
He generally looks quite unfazed about these things. Yeah, I think he's just pointing to his head to just think, just focus. Could be a very vital couple of points here for Chou Tien Chen. Well, he needed, this is the bare minimum you would have thought Chou Tien Chen would be aiming for, and he's got it. A 3-point cushion at the interval of the 3rd game, 11-8. But we saw how good Loh Kean Yew was on this near end in the previous game. He'll want a big response now after the break.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Play.
The lead now up to 4 for Chou Tien Chen. That was an important one there for Loh.
Service over. 9-12.
Four-point run ended for Chou Tien Chen. And you can immediately see sort of the bounce
10,
in Loh Kean Yew. Yeah, all good. Chou Tien Chen also asking a quick question from the umpire about where the contact was made. No issues. Well, he wants to be able to cut out these unforced errors, Loh Kean Yew. This is still going well for Chou Tien Chen. He's made at least 3 of those.
14,
All 3 points that Chou Tien Chen has got since the interval have been these sort of cheap points given away.
service over.
Yeah, he wants to stay within this sort of striking distance, Loh Kean Yew. No more than 3 points away. He has to put on. Now, to sort of recall how he played at this end in the last game, where he was completely dominant. Great work from Chou Tien Chen. He's adapting well to that far end now. Bit of slice there.
Thank you. Attention on court.
Yeah, didn't get the contact he wanted. Yeah, very good deception from Loh.
12-15.
Steps one way, racket the other. Deceived Chou Tien Chen. This is going well for Chou.
Service over. 16-12. Thank you.
It's a decent lead he's got, 4 points. Plays that late. been going out. That might well have been going out. And he just points at it as well, what you're not seeing on camera right now. He just looked at his physio and pointed to it. He knew that that was probably going to be out. Loh will take that. Doing all she can to cheer her player on. Great reactions. Wonderful from Chou Tien Chen. Oh, that goes against Loh Kean Yew. This time the appeal of sorts works in favor of Chou Tien Chen. He asked the question a little bit earlier. Well, we're not going to see it from this angle. This was great reactions from Chou.
What?
Now, this is the one. Oh, had it crossed.
Thank you.
Had it crossed.
Can you?
He's kind of pointing at the screen. I'm not... Oh, tough to say. I think that hadn't quite crossed. That might be a little point of contention now. He's got to put that behind him. Nothing he can do about it now. He's trailing by 4, and that's 4 also points that Chou Tien Chen needs to win. Yeah, just focus on what he can do. Chou Tien Chen, though, still in a good position.
Thank you.
Tense stuff here.
Get ready.
Oh, he's missed a chance there. He looked a bit tentative with that one, Loh Kean Yew.
14.
Well, this will give us an idea. Just hesitated again. I just wonder whether the earlier point where he was faltered just played in his mind as to being a little bit more careful, a bit more circumspect about playing it. Chou Tien Chen in a great position here. That's good. It's on the line. It's all going well for Chou Tien Chen.
14.
Took the chance there, and the gamble did not pay off for the Singaporean. We are in last chance saloon ready for Loh Kean Yew. Chou Tien Chen on the brink, perhaps. It's a long way back here for Loh Kean Yew.
Service over. 15-19.
Needs a big run here, Loh Kean Yew. Stretching him, and he's now got 5 championship points, Chou Tien Chen.
Thank you. Service over. 20. Match point.
Big moment
15.
now. One point save, 1 championship point.
Service over. 16-20.
First ever Thailand Masters tournament. Chou Tien Chen. And he finishes it emphatically. Chou Tien Chen victorious after a disappointing few months. He picks up his 9th title on the HSBC BWF World Tour. Yeah, what it means to him. Loh Kean Yew impressed in the second game. Lovely respect scene comes across to the other side of the court. Very popular player, Loh Kean Yew, with fans and players alike. Chou Tien Chen just too good. That final game, he led by 3 at the interval.
By Chou Tien Chen.
And then powered on
15,
after that
6-21,
on the side that he was
21-15.
comprehensively beaten in the second game. Chou Tien Chen, the 5th seed from Chinese Taipei, beats Singapore's 2nd seed, Loh Kean Yew, 21-16, 6-21 and 21-16. He has completed that in just over an hour. No fairy tale return for Loh Kean Yew after his heroics back in 2019, beating Lin Dan. It is Chou Tien Chen's day. As he starts to throw some rackets into the crowd. Lovely to see this. So, Chou Tien Chen will now proceed to the prize ceremony. A few more giveaways here for the crowd. Yeah, wonderful play here from Chou Tien Chen, who was just smashing away. And Loh Kean Yew couldn't get the necessary height and depth on that. And his weight continues as Singaporean. His last win, the World Championships at the end of 2021.
International Olympic Committee member, IOC member, Deputy President, Badminton World Federation, BWF, Vice President of the Executive Board of the National Olympic Committee of Thailand, under the royal patronage of His Majesty the King, NOCT, and the President of the Badminton Association of Thailand, under the royal patronage of His Majesty the King, B80. Congratulations to both players in this year's men's singles final. May I please invite the players back to receive their awards. And please give a big hand for this year's 2024 runner-up from Singapore, Loh Kean Yew. And this year's 2024 men's singles champion from Chinese Taipei, Chou Tien Chen. And to present the medal, please welcome Her Highness Datin Paduka Seri Hajat Mariam from Brunei Darussalam. Next to present the check, please welcome back Air Chief Marshal Seksan Kantha, head of the event committee. To present the souvenir, please welcome Dr. Wanida Pansa'ad, Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Tourism and Sport. Now it's time to present the Royal Trophy. Put your hands together one more time for this year's Thailand Masters 2024 champion! Welcome back, Kunying Batama, Lisa Wadragun, International Olympic Committee member, IOC, and all of our VIP guests to take a photo with our athletes.
So there's your men's singles winner. of the HSBC BWF Thailand Masters 2024. Chou Tien Chen from Chinese Taipei.
Now take your seats.
It is his first title since the Hilo Open towards the end of last year. His last 4 titles now have all been Super 300s. The Taipei Open in 2019, then the which he repeated again in 2022, and the Hilo Open in 2023. So next up, it's women's doubles here. The final between Li Yijing and Loh Kean Yew of China. They take on the Yam Saad sisters, the second seeds from Thailand, Benyapa and Nuntakan. Into our penultimate final of the day here on Court 1, the HSBC BWF Thailand Masters 2024. And it's time for women's doubles. China's Li Yijing and Loh Kean Yew take on the Yam Saad sisters of Benyapa and Nuntakan. They are the second seeds from Thailand.